I cannot do the popping noise.
Todd and Erin Morning Stream, getpartdaily.com.
That doesn't mean the girls can't do impressions, but I cannot do your popping
girls
noise.
Can't. Good
We
morning.
can so do. No, yes, we can.
Girls can't do sound effects.
We've had this argument for like 10 years.
We have.
Which is completely
It
inappropriate.
came out of a
Women can
story. Story you were doing about machine guns.
Yeah. So. And so I tried to make the little machine gun noise, and it was inadequate.
If you will, please.
I'm not going to do it.
Yes, you will.
Just so you can mock me. I'm not going to. I don't even remember how anymore.
I will not.
But my
mock
point
you.
is, just because I cannot make a machine gun noise does not mean that my gender as a whole is incapable of doing sound effects.
I usually don't like to generalize, but girls can't do sound effects. Please.
That's who I live with. I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
No, I've already said that I can't, so we're going to move on.
have
We're
to.
going to move on now. We're going to say good morning to everybody on Facebook. Yes, Marianne, I know he's an idiot. I'm sorry. And go to the Morning Mountain Cam, which is brought to you by Black Diamond Experts Electric
Marianne.
Flame, Heating and Air.
Like that.
Today is epic. The LDS Church just issued a new statement condemning white supremacist views, but there's one LDS white girl who isn't having it. Also, we've got tons of free weekend stuff. Daisy got us Saturday's Voyeur tickets to give away. We have tickets for the Todd and Erin Psychic Fair to give away.
We are one of the best places to retire.
Really?
Yeah, did you know that?
Us personally, or did you mean the state as a whole?
And we'll find out, won't we? And the Klingons are getting in your car. Technology has finally got to that point.
That makes me so happy.
If the word cloaking means anything to you. All right.
I know, mind blown, right?
Let's get going.
Exactly. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Wendy. How are you?
On Facebook, I'm not an idiot all the time. Oh, by the way, if I'm a little grumpy today, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Out of coffee creamer. So I tried
And
mayo.
you even brought sugar.
Mayo doesn't work, I'll tell you that. Yogurt's not much better, so I've settled with cottage cheese. It's curdlicious. All right. Haven't you ever done that? Haven't you ever supplemented?
Not something like that.
Like
The
if
worst
you don't
I've done
have-
is maybe I've put like syrup in my tea instead of honey, but
Right.
that's not
So
as bad as it
sweetener,
gets.
it's like, maple syrup. I got, corn syrup. I've got
Yeah.
fruit juice.
But no one's ever tried cottage cheese.
No, probably they
Or
should.
yogurt in the coffee.
And they should. Yogurt, I had hopes for. But I was so wrong.
Yeah, you were. Okay.
It might have been because it had chives in it.
Now
That
you-
might have been the issue. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't even go into this story now because it's serious and you're talking about chives.
All right. Reset.
No, I can't now.
Or
I can't.
reboot,
I just feel like
as
I can't.
Daisy likes to say.
No, that involves bear spray.
Okay.
Neither one of those work for me.
I'm listening.
Okay, well, no, I mean, we're still dealing with a lot of the fallout over the weekend mess in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Sure.
A lot of different organizations and churches have released statements, including the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Well, yesterday they issued a new one. They wanted to do something, they said, that was really strong and a very declarative statement. So
Right.
they said, it's been called to our attention that there are some among the various pro-white and white supremacy communities who assert that the church is neutral toward or in support of their views. Nothing could be further from the truth. Tuesday's church statement begins. In the New Testament, Jesus said, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." And the Book of Mormon teaches that all are alike unto God. White supremacist attitudes are morally wrong and sinful, and we condemn them.
Boom.
That seems fairly declarative to
That's
me.
pretty straightforward, my
Church
friends.
members who promote or pursue a white culture or white supremacy agenda are not in harmony with the teachings of the church.
There you go.
Now, I thought that was a lovely, clear statement. It talks a lot about loving everyone as you do yourself,
Yeah.
that white supremacy is not part of the church's culture.
Trump should have called them.
But there's one spunky little gal who's having none of it.
Why?
None of it all. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Her Twitter feed is Wife with a Purpose, and there's a picture of her going like this.
There she is.
That's her.
She looks totally normal.
She's totally white. She's as white as
What do
you
you
can
mean she's
possibly
totally
be.
white? But I
She's
don't-
one white little
Well,
gal.
she is white.
She's a super white girl.
Why super?
Because she promotes white culture, she has hashtags all the time talking about white this and white that and
White culture as
Extra.
in like being a racist.
about just that white is
Right.
delightful
White is
or
right.
something. In
Okay,
any case.
right.
And so she responded to this by going, "I don't listen to the churches." Oh wait, let me do the post. I don't listen to the church's PR department. She says, have someone from the first presidency call me and tell me I can't love my culture, and then we'll talk. She's gained a lot of
She's not
popularity.
that popular.
Well, where she's gained her popularity is with the alt-right movement, and she claims that she was actually invited to speak at the Charlottesville Unite the Right rally over the weekend, but that her security team told her not to. I'm like, you don't have enough followers to be powerful enough to have a security team. But in any case, so she responded to the statement from the church fairly vehemently, saying, this is a dark day, the day the LDS Church has turned its back, that's a misspelling, kitten, on its white members. We do have a culture to be proud of. It's like,
Well, everyone's culture is to be proud of.
all right. So this is where I feel for churches, because you get these spunky little gals with their spunky little views, and they start declaring themselves as spokespeople of their faith, and then the actual heads of the faith have to go, all right, let's review this again, and then they put out a new statement, and then you get the spunky little gals who come back and tell you, no, that's not true, until the president of the church calls me on the phone and lets me know I'm totally right, and white too. So yeah, that was, so I don't know, I just feel for the church right now, because it's people who have conscience, and they're really concerned about everything that's been happening, and about these new views that are coming out, and these popular buzzwords like white culture and alt-right, and this is what they have to deal with now on social media, because like it or not, gals like this are social influencers.
That happens everywhere. That happens in every organization.
And it's got to be exhausting, because I'm sure they're like, no, she doesn't speak for us. That's
right, and it's like, oh, okay. So let's say
scenario.
I have a scenario.
All right.
Let's say you're at Lake Powell, and you're all with your guy friends. So it's me and a group, and I'm single. Okay, at this point.
Okay,
for this story.
Okay, don't look so happy when you say it like that, please.
And so we're on a boat, and there's about 20 of us, 30 of us, right? And we pass another boat, and there's 20 or 30 girls on the boat, women on the boat, right? And we're all going, hey, how you doing? You guys having a good time, whatever? And there's one guy in the group. There's always one guy in the group who stands up and says, like, show me your tatas. And the entire boat is just like, what?
No, the rest of us were just going, hi.
Did you really?
Like
did you really just? Yeah, you poisoned the whole thing.
And you kind of edge away from him on the boat, hoping that no one will. Yeah.
When there's an anchor missing later.
Well, that's okay. So that's basically, it's just such an interesting time to watch this kind of media phenomena, because it's like you really have this enormous challenge as a massive organization of trying to establish the parameters of your belief.
You can't control everyone.
And then having these spunky little gals come out and make people think that, you are totally into the whole white supremacy thing. It's just, It's got to be exhausting. But there you go. So anyway, it was just kind of an interesting comment, and don't show her face anymore, because she's making me anxious. Now, this is the coolest story about finding...
Don't say a word.
Okay,
don't say a word. Because they take you back to 2004.
Okay.
2004, and a lovely Mary Grams is in the garden. And she's weeding. And she's like 84. She's 84. And she's in the garden in 2004, doing the garden thing and weeding and stuff like that.
That's what you do? Yeah, sure.
She comes out of the garden, she suddenly notices that her ring is missing. Her engagement ring is gone. Now, she looks and looks. Remember, she's looking in loose soil. She's been walking. There's been weeds thrown. There's a mess.
She's got arthritis in her hands.
Tiny little paws.
There's a lot of that.
Right. And so she's been dying and looking around for it. And she didn't tell anybody. There it is.
13 years later, this is what they found.
Right.
Well, there you go. That's amazing.
So she got the call from a relative, said, we found your ring. There it is. Ta-da.
I think that's lovely.
It is a lovely story.
It's a wonderful story.
If you like carrots.
Would you like another wonderful story?
No,
Do you
I'm
mind
done
telling
now.
me something good?
Okay.
I think you do have it somewhere, don't you?
Which one is it?
Tell me something good. Here we go. Well, I know there's been a lot of negative news recently about the airlines and how they they're like beating people up and stuff like that, and terrorizing toddlers.
Yeah, they were begging for it.
Well, in any case,
look at the way they were dressed.
I would like to point out something really nice that came from a Southwest Airlines worker, because this is really sweet to me, and it's definitely above and beyond the call of duty.
Okay, let me hear it.
Stacey Hurt's preparing to fly back to Pittsburgh after undergoing chemotherapy in Nashville.
Okay.
So she's weak. She's not feeling well, because if you've ever had chemotherapy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was offered an earlier flight home, but there wasn't enough time for a luggage transfer, so her suitcase didn't make it onto the plane.
Right.
When she discovered that it wasn't there, she became incredibly upset. She has colon cancer, and she has to undergo chemotherapy treatments for the rest of her life.
Right.
And inside of the bag were her life-saving medical equipment and medications.
To help her out. Right.
Things that she needed for her chemo session.
It didn't make the plane?
So she called Southwest Airlines and spoke to someone in the luggage department, who, by the way, is Sarah Rowan.
Hi, Sarah.
Talked to her about the dilemma, said, this is, like chemotherapy, this is, this is a big deal, and blah, blah, blah. So Sarah started searching for the bag. And she says, I've got to find this bag. This bag has to be found. This woman is in desperate need.
Now, I'm picturing a warehouse full of bags.
She looked for the bag till 3 a.m.
Wow.
3 a.m. When she found it, all the couriers had gone home, the people that traditionally will take lost luggage out to whoever.
That didn't stop Sarah.
So she put the suitcase in the back of her little Toyota.
That's what I was thinking.
She drove 125 miles to Hertz doorstep herself, and then on top of the suitcase, she left a little note scribbled in tissue paper saying, I hope everything goes well today. Thinking about you. Wow. Love, Sarah Rowan, Southwest Airlines. Tell me how adorable that is.
That's adorable.
No, but it's just nice to see something sweet, that somebody who goes completely against all the negativity we've heard.
This is interesting,
3 a.m. in the morning, that's pretty good.
Isn't this interesting? Is the fact that there's a story about the church and the alt-right girl, and how that person hurt the church's message. And then yet again, on the other side, you have an airline.
You have nice little Sarah.
One person steps up.
And change the image. So nice. Exactly. All right, let's go to Daisy in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you by Think and McGregor. Mortgages made simple. All you have to do is go to think-mcgregor.com. And if you do, there's a 4-minute mortgage challenge. You just answer a few questions. It tells you your options, and you can get a phone call within 1 business day. Also by Executive Transportation, our friend March is one of the most professional and discreet drivers in the country. And he has a fleet of delightful Escalades just waiting to take you anywhere you want to go. Just go to executiveutah.com to book your ride. And all Utah plumbing, heating, and air, our friend John can fix pretty much anything that is broken. Just go to allutahplumbing.com. Good morning, my dear Daisy. What is happening today?
Hello, everyone. Here's what's making headlines Thursday, August 17th on GephartDaily.com. Some tense moments in the avenues early Thursday morning after fire broke out in the lower level of an A Street apartment complex. The fire at 79 North A Street started in a storage area about 1:30 a.m. before spreading to an adjacent apartment. A couple and their infant child managed to escape, as did about 30 other residents. Firefighters have yet to determine a cause for the blaze. A Utah National Guard member has been killed and 11 others injured during combat in eastern Afghanistan. According to the Pentagon, the Guard members were working with Afghan security forces when they squared off against Islamic State fighters. The identities of the dead and injured have yet to be released pending notification of family members. We'll update this story on GephartDaily.com as more information becomes available. And investigators are still looking into a deadly crash on the Bonneville Salt Flats Wednesday. A 65-year-old man was killed and 5 others were injured when a van and a truck carrying Speedweek spectators collided head-on. The cause of the accident is under investigation. Time now for a look at the Wasatch Front forecast, where we'll see temps in the lower 90s for the next 3 days with just about 0% chance of rain, which is a bummer. Lows will be in the mid to upper 60s. That's it for now. For more local headlines 24/7, go to GephartDaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thank you, my dear Daisy. Okay, I want to tell you, Fink and McGregor is one of my favorite places to work with because Jeff Stout is hysterical. He is neither Fink nor McGregor, but he actually runs the mortgage company. And one of the reasons I like talking to him is he comes up with some of the most arcane combinations of mortgages you've ever heard of. You know, usually traditionally you go to one place like maybe a bank or whatever, and they're like, this is what you get. Then we're going to pluck you and spread you open like a chicken, and we're going to leave you out to dry in the sun, and we're going to examine all of your personal and your financial information.
Calm down.
And it's not a pleasant experience, and it usually takes a long, long time. It costs you a ton of money in closing costs. Or you could just go to Fink and McGregor, where Jeff and his staff will also tell you about a bunch of different mortgages that might fit more closely to your financial and lifestyle situation. They'll put something together for you, and usually within a month, everything is finished, not without the ridiculous closing costs, and in an embarrassingly simple way. As a matter of fact, I told Jeff one of our horror stories, and he essentially laughed at me, went, "You're kind of an idiot then, because you should have come to me." Anyway, here's the easy thing to do. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. They have the 4-minute mortgage challenge. You can go online. It will give you a few questions. You go through them, and then it'll pop out some options and ideas. And then if you like, they'll have someone call you within 1 business day. It couldn't get more simple than that. Who else applies for your mortgage in your underwear? I love these guys. It's Fink and McGregor. Mortgages made simple.
So we've been talking about, by the way, the lottery tickets yesterday. We thought, boom, we're going to retire. It didn't happen.
Well, we're still here today.
We're still here today. Heard a funny story about a group of guys. They all went in on tickets. They called the guy and pranked him and said, "Hey, we won." And they didn't say millions or whatever. But the guy was working at a job where he just kind of hanging on. Didn't really
Just
like
can't
the
take it
job.
much, yeah.
So he went and quit in a rather
Spectacular manner.
spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
And then they told him it was a joke.
That's not good.
So that was leading to retirement, and that's what we're talking about. And evidently Utah is a good place.
It's a wonderful place, they say. Wallet have just released a new report this week. Salt Lake City was ranked as the country's sixth best place to retire. Just outside of the top 5, which were Atlanta, Scottsdale, Arizona, Miami, Tampa, Florida, and Orlando, Florida. Florida's big.
Start that again. So give me the list one more time.
Okay, well, number 1 was Atlanta. Number 2 was Scottsdale, Arizona. Number 3 was Miami. Then Tampa, both in Florida.
Okay, excuse
then
me.
Orlando.
Looking at this guy. Okay.
I know. We got the cool little guys with tattoos, man.
He is older, so he could retire skateboarding.
But we have the cool old
Look at
guys.
these people are just lost.
He kind
But
of.
they said there was a house over here.
No, but it's true. We are. I mean, they said that
so
the highest
why?
metric
Based on?
Well, it was kind of based on a metric of cost of living, tax friendliness for retired workers,
Right.
and then the amount of recreation activities that are available to retirees. And so, Salt Lake City's highest metrics surrounded the healthcare provided to retirees here. We're also the second healthiest city in the country.
That's amazing.
Which I thought that was really cool. Bankrate, same thing, said that we are the 11th best state, and that was thanks to our low cost of living and high health care quality. And interesting, Money Savings Pro placed us as the second best state for retirees, just behind Idaho.
But we have
that's
winter.
Yeah, but we have friendliness and life expectancy and health care.
And winter.
Well, yeah, but all the other
And
things
cold.
too.
And old
I don't think you're taking
bones
this
and
seriously.
joints.
All right, the big thank you, Christophers. We're drawing another winner tomorrow, so this is probably an excellent time for you to start thinking about this. As we are speaking of Christophers at this moment, if you just wanted to drop a comment, that would automatically enter you. You can do that in any one of our Facebook pages, Get Part Approved, Get Part Daily, or the Todd and Erin page. Just say, hey, I like Christophers, I want to go there. And you could win dinner for you and 3 delightful friends. You're having a fantastic dinner, you're enjoying yourself, you don't have to park or have a designated driver, because March from Executive Transportation will be picking you up, driving you there, and taking you home again like the little princess that you knew you should be.
And for the girls can do it too.
See, it's perfect. All right, just make sure you mention it right now if you're watching us, and you are automatically entered.
All right, coming up next. Mm-hmm. You guys got information for us for the weekend.
This is the best weekend ever, and we have tons of tickets to give away.
It's time for me to leave.
It's going to be cool. Stay with us. Todd and Erin's Morning Stream, brought to you by Black Diamond Experts. Electric, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. You'll be glad you called an expert. Fink and McGregor, mortgages made simple. Make sure you go to fink-mcgregor.com and try out their 4-minute mortgage program. It's incredibly easy to find out whether you qualify. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is actually available anytime at geparddaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page. Yeah, we would. We'd have to, right? Otherwise, we'd be bad people.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. We were just talking about the story about Southwest Airlines and Sarah, and if we were strong enough to work all day and then at 3 o'clock in the morning go drive 120 miles.
I was saying I would, and Erin said, I'm not sure if I would. And I was like, no, you totally would. She totally would.
No, but you're an angel. We had expected of you. Of me, people don't have that many expectations.
No, you would.
I don't have that much of a rep to live up to. You kind of do.
A what?
I don't have much of a rep to live up to when it comes to being nice, but
Yes,
you do.
Yeah, you
So
do.
it's a little more pressure for you to be sweet.
I think most of us probably would.
I think
right?
most of us probably would.
unfortunately, most of us have been through a family member having cancer, and
yeah.
you know, you do whatever you could to help. Wouldn't you?
Exactly. Especially here in this state.
Yeah.
All right, so you have got the most banging weekend ever set up.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited for this.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna throw in just so everyone remembers. So Book of Mormon, that's been here since August 1st at the Eccles. They're closing this weekend.
I still think that's such a short run. That's too bad.
Yeah, it is. But they, you know, I actually just was looking at the website, and there's 6 shows left. They've got one tonight, one tomorrow.
So it's not sold out? I thought it was sold out.
No, it's not.
Really?
I mean, it's not like you're going to get fantastic seats. But
Oh, if they're facing the stage, I'm excited.
yeah,
That's pretty much my only goal.
There are tickets. So and 2
That's
shows Saturday, 2
exciting.
shows Sunday. Brandon and I saw it opening night, and I will say, I mean, it's so good. It really is good. So that's one thing, and then the other thing, kind of along the same lines, Sunday's Foyer.
Now, you were telling me this last week that it actually had been extended, because I guess it had been
Yes.
sold out for so long.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe we could keep this going.
Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it this year. I've been wanting to, because I've heard it's one of the better years.
Yeah, you've seen it in the past,
Yeah.
though, right?
And and if you haven't seen this yet, it's basically mocking Utah culture in the best possible way. Because if you see it and you've lived here for more than 5 minutes, you go, I totally know what you're talking about.
yeah.
And it's very funny.
And the super fun thing about Voyeur, if you haven't been, is wherever you sit, they have like a block of theater seats, and then they have tables, and you are welcome to bring picnics and drinks, and so you can go up. I think the theater opens half an hour, maybe an hour before the show starts, but people get super serious about it, you know, so
That's
they
funny.
bring their very serious picnics, and it's a real nice night out, because you can go and have drinks and food with your friends, and you know, watch the show, and the show's always, you know, a lot of fun.
Yeah, there was one year, Todd and I were there with Kimberly Perkins. She used to be anchor on on Channel 4, and she had just gotten married, and they set out this beautiful little picnic, and we were all excited. Most of the show was focusing on Merrill Cook that year, who was a former U.S. representative from Utah, who kind of went crazy.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of the play was mentioning him in various satirical fashion, until I felt this heavy breathing on the back of my neck, and he and his wife were literally sitting right behind us like this, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna not laugh at the next time they use him as a punchline.
The rest of the show, you're
literally,
like,
he was leaning in the whole time. I'm
sitting there
like, you're not eating too. You don't have any knives, right? I'm just, yeah. It's an awkward moment for us.
And there's actually an urban legend. I don't know whether this is true or not, but there's an urban legend that Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who wrote Book of Mormon, came to see Voyeur in the mid 2000s, I believe.
Oh, that's funny.
Kind of as reference. I worked at Slack for 8 years.
That I believe.
So I'm very familiar with Slack, and
I can only imagine.
And the thing that's super cool, so the shows go through September 10th, but we have a couple of tickets to give away.
Nice.
And I believe they are for Sunday. I think it's Sunday matinee at 2.
Have fun.
Yeah, super fun. You know, a great night out. Like I said, take your picnic.
Or great afternoon out.
Great afternoon out, yeah. And very easy. Just like, comment, share, and we'll pick a winner right after the show, and then we'll send you off to go and see that. And you know, tickets are, you know, like $45 through $55, so it's
a very, very, very nice price.
Little prize. And then if you do want to go, just go to saltlakeactingcompany.org. I believe up to the extension, it's pretty much sold out. So I think through the end of like this week, maybe it's sold out, and then there's availability.
Then there's a few more tickets to loosen up. Yeah,
but definitely worth going.
Hey, if you want to make fun of our life and our culture, there's 2 great options this weekend. Really, how can you beat that?
And if you can't make fun of your own culture or anyone else's, then,
No, that's what
you
my
have
family.
You have to.
That's what my family spends all of our time doing, is ridiculing each other. That's so, and yet we're all lighthearted and love each other, because really there's no other way to handle it. If you take anything too seriously, it's going to get way too depressing.
Oh my gosh, my family's insane.
And I think we all need to laugh this weekend. This has been a weird week.
Yeah.
I could use a good laugh, so
Goodness
this is a
me,
good time.
It has. And if you go, message us and tell us how it is, because
take
neither of us
pictures.
have been yet, and I actually would really like to go. So,
I know.
So give us a shout, and so that's super fun.
You found a free thing that I think is like sort of awesome and quirky.
Oh yeah,
Because I've never heard of this before.
I know.
And it was like the 40th annual or something. And I'm like, well, all right.
28th annual Great Salt Lake Truck Show. Come on, guys, you've heard of that, right? Don't you mark your calendars every year for the Great Salt Lake? Look at that. I put that up just to show that girls will like it too. A big pink.
There's
truck.
nothing like a big red pink. I mean, I'm
Look at
sorry.
that.
Look
at that.
It's the look. So this is cool. So is it all kinds of different trucks, or how is it just?
Yeah, I think
truck,
so.
truck,
my
truck?
my British female brain couldn't quite wrap my head around this, but there's things like a tire roll and Dunker Trooper and
That's so cute.
a truck pull. I don't know whether
Are you pulling the trucks, or are the trucks pulling each other, or?
I have no idea.
I kind of want to know now, just on principle.
Plus, there's a Dutch oven dinner.
Well, how can you beat that?
So how can you beat that?
Never.
I don't know about the truck pull. You'd have to have a lot of people to pull one of those big trucks.
Well, they usually have those crazy strong men who always show like how strong they are by they pull like a
Love
big
them.
truck by
Yeah,
one arm or
it's
something.
It's one of my
or-
favorite things to watch.
Me too. I know.
So
it's
maybe there'll be
childish.
big men pulling trucks.
I think that would be epic. Where's it at and
or
what time
trucks
and stuff?
pulling other things. Who
There's
knows?
probably going to be some of both.
Thanksgiving Point. So super easy to get to. And it's tomorrow from 10 till 10. You can have a full 12 hours of truck
trucks.
pulling. What could be better?
For a lot of guys, they're misty-eyed right now, and that is great, man.
Yeah, and if you've got any sense, it'll be like, hey boys, go down to the Great Salt Lake Truck Show and I'm going to go shopping. Or
And
something
it's
like
free. Not the shopping,
free.
but the truck show.
that. Yeah.
So,
So,
that's great.
you can spend the money. And then Saturday it's 10 till 4.
Okay.
So plenty of time to do that, and it is free. And then Thanksgiving Point, if you haven't been, is fun to just go and walk around.
Delightfully pastoral.
Yeah.
It really is.
Pastoral?
Pastoral, like very farm-like and like rolling countryside and like sheep and stuff.
Oh, yes.
There's some sheep. There's lots of sheep.
Yeah. Are
there.
there at Thanksgiving Point?
Yes,
Lots
yes,
of
yes.
sheep?
They have a lovely barn with ornamental sheep, and they have all kinds of attractive-looking horses,
Ornamental
like beauty,
sheep?
beauty pageant type horses. Like we have much prettier hooves than yours. Yeah,
So what's
they're all extraordinarily attractive farm animals there.
I'm getting off
fluffiest
subject
chickens
a little
and-
bit, but just quickly, what is an ornamental sheep as opposed to it like a working sheep?
Because your regular
What's the
sheep's got a
difference?
butt full of poo, and they scraggly,
Yeah.
wool. It's like
Eyes
and
like,
it's got that,
crazy.
yeah, like maybe it got knocked in the head a couple
Yeah.
times, and that's your regular sheep. But the ornamental sheep are like nibbling on the grass. Like this, and they're fluffy and they've been combed.
Maybe with a
so they have
little
smooth,
outfit on,
yeah,
perhaps.
exactly, like a jaunty hat. They're very delightful.
And all the ones at Thanksgiving Point are ornamental.
Ornamental sheep.
I
Yes.
love it. I want to go see ornamental sheep and pull trucks.
And
eat
beauty
Dutch
pageant
oven.
horses.
Beauty pageant horses. Mm-hmm. What could
It's-
be better? What else could you want this weekend?
You know the PR department at Thanksgiving Point is burying their head in their hands right now, going, "Now we're going to get the girls."
I don't believe this is in our press release. No.
It's just our natural enthusiasm. We're so sorry.
We love ornamental sheep.
Now you're coming on Saturday to the Todd and Erin Psychic Fair, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
I
can't wait.
I've got the perfect reader for you. I'm so excited.
Who is it?
Her name is Jennifer Martin, and she's actually one of my favorite readers in the entire universe, and she's almost uncanny. But we have 50 psychic readers that are going to be there, and there's all different kinds. And the reason why is because you really do connect differently with different kinds of psychic readings. Some people like tarot, some people like palmistry, some people just want them to sit there and look straight at you and go, boom, this. Whatever it is, this is a great time to come find out about the year, maybe get some ideas, see what's going on about you and your life and anything you need to know. And then we also, it's basically mind and body and soul. So we have all kinds of different booths with like body care and cool like soaps and unique jewelry and all kinds of like beautiful clothing and art. And it's just one of those things that you feel taken care of. And so we have a lot of massage therapists. We have people who are doing mani-pedis and brow waxes and bang trims.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it's just basically it's that one time that you get to sit down and get taken care of, and nobody's expecting anything of you, and our job is just to be nice to you. And so it people, you don't get that very often. And we used to do a girls only thing called Erin's Night Out for 15 years, and the guys were like, well, we don't have that. And so this is boys and girls.
Boys too. And it's at the Red Lion, right?
Well, it's actually no, it's the Hotel RL. Which
Oh,
is
the
an
Hotel
offshoot.
RL.
Yes, it's an offshoot of the Hilton, but this is like the hipster millennial paradise, and so it's been remodeled inside. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's just off 6 South, off ramp, off I-15 between 2nd West and West Temple.
Oh, so super convenient. Very convenient if you're coming into Salt Lake.
Exactly. So it's Saturday. It's going to be 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then at the end, we're going to have a cleansing ceremony, fire ceremony, where you can get rid of all of your negative juju for the year. Like if there's ugly letters or mean news articles or something that made you feel
Can
bad.
we invite Trump?
But whatever makes you feel bad, you can throw it into the fire. And we cleanse everybody and we send everybody home happy.
And then some people are staying
Yes,
at the hotel.
there's a
right?
great rate. It's only $109 if you want to spend the night. And tickets are only $5 to get into the door. And
Amazing.
I thought that we should give maybe like 10 pair away. So that way you can bring friends and get taken care of.
And then do you just go and you don't have to make an appointment in advance?
No. Just go in. Each psychic reading is only $10. So you know it's a shorter reading. You get to know a few points, and then if you want to go back later, you can call the reader for another appointment. But once you get there, we kind of have it all straightened out by who does what kind. So you can just head into that line, sign up, and then while you're waiting, we've got food. There's a bar. You can go through and walk around, get taken care of. Maybe get a nice massage while you're waiting. Yeah, it's just a really nice day.
That sounds like paradise. I can't wait.
I'm so excited. I can hardly wait to hear your
gosh.
reading. This is going to be fun.
Yes, right?
I don't have to, but I'll take notes if you want, because they're usually emotional and people
Yes,
forget.
yeah, and you completely
You're
blank
like,
out.
I was
on
crying,
yeah.
but I thought it was really good. I
Yeah.
don't have any notes, though.
Are you going to do it, or is it too...
I'm working.
Yeah,
sure. I can't focus.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But while we're there, also, this is really cool. The Hotel RL is kicking off a podcast series. And so we're doing the first ones that are going to be seen basically across the country for the Hotel RL. So we're doing one about the psychics, and then with Tom Carr, who is a world-renowned ghost hunter. And so he's bringing like EVPs and pictures of phenomena, and he's really compelling. Every time we
Jay
have
would
him.
like that. He loves that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
Tom's an editor. He's a published author. He's always at Comic-Con. He's been on a lot of national ghost hunting shows. He's a lot of fun. So it's going to be a cool day.
Amazing. I can't wait. That's going to be super cool.
All right. So if you would like to win the Saturday's Voyeur tickets, or if you'd like to get one of our pair of tickets for the Todd and Erin Psychic Fair on Saturday, just like, comment, and share on the show today. Get Part Daily, Get Part Approved, or the Todd and Erin Facebook page. We never make it hard because that would take effort for us to pick a winner. So, movies out this weekend. This is so cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard of these two, and yet they're both amazing. The first one,
Excited for both of these.
I know, Hitman's Bodyguard. Ryan Reynolds, Gary Oldman, Samuel Jackson. You know it's got to be
And I
good.
will say Salma Hayek as well, because I saw an interview with her yesterday.
And she's luscious and
so
pouting.
badass.
Isn't she?
Yeah, and sorry, I am just talking today,
No.
but really quickly, and then I'll be quiet. She said that she did all her own stunts. They were like, okay, we're getting, a stunt double in, and she's like, nope. And then she was telling,
I would like to
can't remember
punch
where I
in
saw it, but
myself.
She was telling the interview about it and her beautiful voice, and I was just like,
Oh, that voice, I know.
gosh, I want to be you.
She's so insanely hot.
So when you watch it, you can see she did all her own stunts.
So here's a quick taste. It's Hitman's Bodyguard.
Transport is in there.
What the
Tell me that doesn't look like fun.
Yeah. Oh, Samuel, calm yourself down. Oh, Gary Oldman as well.
Yeah, right?
Oh, this looks great. That's Amsterdam, I think.
That was Selma, wasn't it? With the
Yeah,
short
that was
hair?
Selma for a minute, yeah. Oh, super cool.
Aren't you excited?
I'm so excited for that. Yeah, that looks really good.
This is traditionally not the movie I would expect you to be excited by, because you like plot development and like characters that speak well and eloquently. And I'm just waiting for them to blow something up.
Yeah, no, I do have a little kind of hidden love for war movies and action movies.
You do
like
have the
that.
boom gene.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And plus with Samuel L. Jackson, you know there's going to be lots of terrible language, and I'm kind of looking forward
and
to
Ryan
that.
Reynolds, I mean...
Now, this one's interesting. The next one is Logan Lucky, and this comes from director Steven Soderbergh. Have a look.
I am incarcerated.
Yeah, we got a plan to get you out.
Crazy. Look how crazy he looks. Daniel Craig?
I loved it. And that, you know who that is, right?
No, who is
That's
that?
Riley Keough. That's Elvis's
that's right.
granddaughter.
Oh, that's right. No, it's interesting. Steven Soderbergh, of course, an incredible director. It's got Channing Tatum in it, Adam Driver, Daniel Craig. It's two brothers who attempt to pull off a heist during a NASCAR race in North Carolina. But it's everything I've read about it. It got massive raves on Rotten Tomatoes. But it's just like quirky, and I lived in Virginia for a long time, so I love Southern eccentricity, and there's apparently a ton of it in this movie.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, Logan Lucky. It's going to be fun. So, see, this is going to be an epic weekend for you. All kinds of treats, all kinds of goodies, amazing new movies.
I would suggest just don't sleep.
Yeah,
Just-
Daisy
just-
blowing stuff
Just
up.
party all weekend. Me blowing stuff up. Mm-hmm. Pulling trucks.
I have this image now of
Dunking
you.
troopers. Rolling tires. Ornamental sheep. I think we've died and gone to heaven.
Thank you. This is the best weekend update we've ever done. At least for us. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so there. Just make sure you enter for all the treats, and thank you for your patience. Coming up next, I swear we'll kind of come back together because we've got the most unlucky homeowners in North America, and they live right here in Provo. You'll hear more. We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com. Ornamental sheep. You weren't even paying any attention, were you?
I was out looking for coffee creamer. Sorry.
That's right. All right, tell people about the most unlucky homeowners in North America.
I never moved to this house. It's 702 West, 500 North, Salt Lake City. It's just a little house.
Provo.
It's Provo with a little fire.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
And that's sad, isn't it? It cost about $5,000 worth of damage. Now, later on, when the house is under renovation,
that Pyrex,
it
yeah.
caught fire again.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was, darn it, anyhow. Then again, there was an electrical fire, and it flared up from an ember that got stuck in the roof, and that went up in flames 24 hours later.
You know, the sad part is they said the house no longer has any electrical or gas lines, so fire investigators are trying to figure out the cause of this latest blaze.
Yeah, just keeps happening.
That is the saddest little, most downtrodden house I think I've ever seen.
They might as well just, you know what? I would, if I was the owner, I would light it on fire, and I'd call the fire department and say, "Don't bother coming.
Let's just get this over with.
Let's get this done.
Just move it on.
It's a hazard to you guys. Just sit down. I'll send some donuts. We'll let this thing burn to the ground."
I'm so sorry.
3 fires.
Well, I'm just amazed by the
3
fact that
fires.
this doesn't have any electrical or gas lines, and yet it still manages to catch fire again.
Mysterious electrical box bursts into flames.
That house has some bad juju.
No
All right.
apparent reason.
Let's go to Daisy for some global headlines in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you by Fink and McGregor. Mortgages made simple. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. Also by Executive Transportation, the official limo service of the Todd and Erin Show. You can book your ride at executiveutah.com. And by Black Diamond Experts. That's electric plumbing. They could have used them down at the Provo house.
That's
Electric
probably
plumbing,
true.
heating, and air. You'll be glad you called an expert. My dear Daisy, what is going on?
Hello again, everyone. Here's a look at national and world headlines for Thursday, August 17th on GephardtDaily.com. An emotional display in Charlottesville Wednesday night where thousands paid tribute to the victims of last weekend's white supremacist terror attack. Last night's vigil at the University of Virginia, a place that's no stranger to violence, was intentionally spread by word of mouth versus social media in order to keep agitators from disrupting the ceremony. In the meantime, controversial Trump advisor Steve Bannon is on the record calling white supremacists a collection of clowns. Bannon made the comments while talking to an editor from the progressive publication American Prospect, but said he didn't realize he would be quoted. Bannon, once a Trump trusted insider, is on the outs with his boss amid rumors he's been one of the White House's top leakers. And after days of nuclear brinkmanship between Donald Trump and North Korea, South Korea's new president, Moon Jae, is standing up to say there must be no more war on the Korean peninsula. Moon went on to say that regardless of the differences between the North and South, armed conflict is simply not an option. Moon made the statements on the eve of an annual military exercise with the United States, which is expected to draw the ire of North Korea's leadership. That's it for now. For more headlines from across the country and around the world, go to gephartdaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Hey, dear Daisy, and may your ornamental sheep stay fluffy. I knew you weren't listening. Never mind. Let's
All right.
move on. You were talking to John yesterday.
I was talking to John. I now take you to Magic John doing the all Utah plumbing, heating, and air thing. All right, here I am. Here I am, looking for John. All Utah heating, plumbing, air, and I'm... Hang on.
Hey,
Oh, jeez.
I'm here.
What are you, the genie plumber?
I am. I'm
All
the
right.
genie plumber. You
All
got
right.
your sunscreen on today.
Just on the back of the neck, it'll be perfect. All right, so I know we're replacing the AC unit, right?
Correct.
And I'm looking at it right now, and it looks fine to me.
Right. You're thinking it looks great.
Well, yeah, see, if I can get down here, you notice that some of the
So
wires...
let's look out and let me take care of it. All right. So what's going on with this unit is we've already been out, replaced the motor on it. Fan blade at the same time. Still wants to rattle. Now we're back and the refrigerant's low. This unit's 16 years old, so our rule of thumb is anywhere from 15 to 20. At 20, I beg people don't put money into it. Okay, so the client has decided to replace this unit. Really smart decision. So we're putting in a 14 SEER York air conditioner, which is a great decision for the northern part of Utah. The 14 SEER, if you've watched our other shows, is an efficiency rating. And again, that's great. So with that in mind, now we won't have Todd messing with it, but I need to say bye to him, so.
Would you stop doing that?
And now you scared me.
I'm going to get tools someday. Can I get tools someday?
Yeah, we'll go shopping together.
Okay, I want to use you.
We did do
All
a
right.
show on that.
In the meanwhile, okay, all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, they're here to help you out. John will help you and his crew, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
See ya. All right, welcome back. We are going to talk about the Atlantic Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons, you mean?
Yeah, them.
Well, no, it's just that they've got this cool new concession area.
No, the new stadium. The new stadium is like ultra cool. And they put it together and they went, oh, that's going to go there. Now, one nice thing that they're doing, and this is great, they're doing for the fans, is they're doing like $5 beers. They're doing $2 sodas.
So they wanted it to be affordable versus
free fill-ups.
$27,000 for a bottle of water.
Not on the beer, no fill-ups, but on the refills, the soda and stuff like that. Hot dogs are like $3 or $4. So it's affordable for friends because they want the families to show up and come up in and do that.
So far, this sounds great.
In the food court, they were like, oh, we're going to do something cool with the food court. We're going to put in a pizza place over here and this. And you know what they got? They decided that Chick-fil-A would be perfect at the stadium.
Well, everybody loves waffle fries.
Everyone does.
Right?
Right. And so they put them in there and everybody's really happy. And evidently they forgot about one thing.
Which is?
Chick-fil-A is not open on Sundays.
Traditionally, when you
do you play football?
play NFL, it's Sunday, right?
Sundays. So they'll be there for the big motor race car truck
But for
jumping
the actual
crazy
reason
people.
the stadium was
Built.
they won't be.
No Chick-fil-A for you.
That does seem problematic.
I just gotta wonder who
Who
came
thought
up,
that one through?
who came up with the concept.
Didn't
of,
that ever come up during like the contract process of, hey, you're going to be providing food for the Atlanta Falcons stadium? No,
I'm not sure whose boardroom we're in right now.
No one on either side thought to go, well, you know.
We're not going to be there. We don't have food service on Sundays. We're going to do it anyway.
Okay,
I just thought it was funny.
congratulations. All right, coming up next, a cheese festival
Oh,
that runs out of cheese.
what? How could that be true? What's next?
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com? Stop admiring yourself.
No.
Oh,
Right
you
there.
do have the halo.
Right there.
Well, that just blew your saintly demeanor, didn't it?
All right, a little over here. Right there.
That is awesome. I always knew you were my angel, baby, but that is beautiful.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. But that's...
In England.
Wait. We have one we have to talk about first because it's so outrageous. Okay, this is like, I think every parent, and right now, especially with back to school, we're all doing all of the pre-registration. And so,
Right.
the names of anyone who's allowed to pick your kids up from school. And
Right.
I'm calling my sisters again, reminding them they're on the list and blah, blah, blah.
How many people left their kids at school?
Well, apparently, most people, you would think, follow those directions, but apparently somebody isn't, because there's a Lehigh woman, Christy McCoy, who is facing criminal charges of unlawfully detaining other people's children. She has been checking out children from middle schools without permission from the children's parents.
Like books from the library, checking them out?
Yeah, well, you know how you check out a kid, you just sign for me, you go, hey, I'm the responsible adult taking the kid out for whatever reason.
Does she know the kids?
So apparently she's been telling, oh yeah, she knows them, but she's been telling the school administrator, whoever at the desk, oh yeah, this kid's sick, I'm supposed to pick him up, signs him out, takes him out of there. Two problems with that. Number one, the parents didn't know anything about it, which is always alarming. And then number two, apparently she's been sending them, she's taking them for rides in her car, taking them home with her to eat lunch. And according to one 14-year-old boy, she discovered, his mom discovered that he had an extra phone in his pocket that the woman had given him that had photos. So far, I'm thinking...
So far, up to that point, it was funny.
At this point, I'm thinking if anyone checks my children out of school without my permission, whether or not
You're
to
dead.
take them home for lunch or anything
You're
else,
dead.
I'm going to make sure that you never do that again by encasing your feet in concrete
That's horrible.
in the middle of I-15.
That's horrible.
Why? Why are you checking kids out?
Well,
Why would you
evidently,
do- and
for
who's
the
letting
pictures
her
and
do
the phone.
that?
That's, yeah.
But who's letting her do that? Really? You're letting any random adult come up, well, yeah, I'm taking the kid out. And you go, yes?
Let me take your mind off of that.
I
and
think
take
we
you-
should, 'cause
take
it's
you
weird.
someplace perfect. I want you to think of festivals. That garlic festival.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go to that. They have beer festivals.
Craft Lake City Festival that was just last
They
week.
have that. They have all different kind of food festivals. You go to the fair. What do you eat?
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes. Cheese festival in England.
Now this would be my idea of heaven.
How fun would that be? And it's like $10.
Cheese.
That's like all you can eat. And then you
Cheese all
go,
the
and they
time.
bought the tickets in advance, and they show up at the festival. Look at these people
And there's
enjoying
cheese.
fromage,
Look how happy
which
they
is
look.
French for cheese. Cheese. And everyone is having a great time. And then the worst thing happened in the world.
What?
They ran out of cheese.
Now here's the Twitter.
Check out the sign.
That is
Sorry.
the saddest thing
cheese.
ever.
This is the worst thing. People went crazy. As a matter of the sample sizes they had, like turned out down to like the smaller than a sugar cube, and they were like lumps of cheese. And then went down, and the organizers started going on their Facebook and deleting comments,
Slithers of cheese.
comments.
Well, the Twitterverse went crazy. One guy said it's a cheese festival, and they didn't anticipate a demand for cheese. And this is very sad. One person wrote, and who was trying to answer everything for their social media, said, "Hi, Natalie. We welcome constructive criticism during our first event. The demand for cheese on offer was not anticipated."
So read that
We
one more.
apologize.
Read that one more time.
"Hi, Natalie. We welcome constructive criticism during our first event. The demand for cheese on offer was not anticipated." So we apologize. Other people said, "You have a number of tickets to sell. You sold out. So didn't you anticipate people would come and want to consume the cheese?"
They knew in advance the cheese eaters were coming.
Now, here's where it got fun, though, because people started using all kinds of different playoffs on cheese to express their disappointment.
Right.
And one person said, "What do you mean the demand for cheese was not anticipated?" So they hashtagged Cheese Fest, and they said that they had every possible cheese pun. One person said, "It's unbelievable.
Oh, no.
It's a total meltdown.
Oh, no.
What's the world Comte to?" 15 loos, 18 food stands at Cheese Festival, 1 cheese stand with no cheese. Even a queue to complain. I camembert it. Hey, Cheese Fest UK, can I have my money back? That was unbelievably disappointing.
Oh my gosh, all right.
At least they had fun with it.
All right, I take you from the lack of cheese and I take you to outer space and Klingons and Romulans. Because they had a certain, remember the Romulans?
I think it was actually the Romulans that had the cloaking fries.
Romulans, there's a ship on Cloaking off to the left, Captain.
And they always had that little goofy orbital thing that they were trying to steal.
Right.
That was the cloaking
And
device.
and they'd uncloak.
But it worked. It looked really cool.
It
too.
was really cool, and Toyota just actually went and filed a patent for cloaking.
No freaking way.
For cloaking in your car.
Okay, I have one crucial question.
Well, go ahead, but I have a hard enough time finding my car outside the grocery store. I don't need cloaking for sure.
When you're driving
Right.
in traffic
And you're cloaked?
and there's 18-wheeler trucks coming at you,
Right.
don't you want them to see you?
Well, that's the whole point.
99% of the time, I'm assuming I would prefer that people know where I am in my automobile. So at what point do you go, I want to be invisible in my car?
There's 2 methods that they're doing, and this is what they're doing. They're trying to create the fact that you could look 360 degrees around your car. So the cloaking wasn't for the car. It was for the struts that go up and hold the roof on, right? So they run down the sides of the windshield, and then down the doors, and then the back.
So they want to make the interior transparent for the driver.
Right.
Okay.
So those posts would no longer be there. What they would do is a refracting mirrors. This is the simple way. And so that would seem like a seamless view.
Okay, that would be kind of cool.
Somebody else now has come up and or actually want to install small cameras on those posts, shooting out, taking that image, and then showing it on the posts on the inside.
Okay, it's still incredibly cool, but it goes back to my main theory of if I have a 360-degree view, I'm going to be driving like this the whole time.
Looking around.
Now, doesn't this seem like a problematic thing to you? And then I'd be going, oh my God, look over there.
Right.
And I'm still
You
driving.
should be driving.
Yeah, does that seem problematic?
It does, but actually to put 6 more cameras on your car, and my 93 Ford Ranger still has a cassette player in it. It just seems like there's going to be a separation of technology that I won't be able to bear.
Honey, it's okay that you still have to hand crank your windows up and down. That's sweet. People
do.
like that.
I do.
They find it endearing.
And you know why? Because I don't compensate for anything.
All right, now everybody's got a good wedding registry. Where did we register? Did we register? Most people do it on Amazon.com now, which I think is kind of cool because basically you can find anything on Amazon.com.
I'm going to tell you the story. You can register at Bed Bath & Beyond.
That's a given.
Or pillows, things. Anytime it says has and you got to say just like that. Bed Bath Beyond. Okay, so people register. We've had some people.
Williams-Sonoma. We registered at Williams-Sonoma. We got some sweet cookware there. That's right.
God, we did. That was kind of hoity-toity, though.
That's all right because it's stuff we could never afford.
Where
So
else?
it was worth getting married just for the swag. Really, it was. No, I just mean that 20 years later, you're still using those pans to cook. That's what I meant.
I have 4 jokes in my head right now that I cannot tell you. Okay, so people register at different places, though. I mean, we've seen people register for travel. Some people register for like things in their homes.
I loved one that, remember that couple, they were actually renovating a house and it was a god-awful mess. And they registered at Home Depot, which I thought was really cool. And Todd and I were
That's
like, we got to go give them lumber.
That's right. Give them sheetrock.
And we were trying to joke about, yeah, you're going to wrap the sheetrock, and the guy's like rolling his eyes like, that's $4.27, please.
Right.
It was cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
We bought gift cards. It was really cool. Costco.
That's almost Amazon.com, but in bulk.
They have now registry for brides and grooms.
Well, there you
And
go.
that's really cool. Now, if you think of it, like you said, it is bulk, isn't it?
Well,
so-
they've got everything you need from mattresses to 27 years worth of toilet paper.
So let's go down the list. The list is 50-gallon drum of mayo. Let's get that.
That's a given.
And then, a case of condoms. Let's get that. And his and her 30-foot above ground pool. You're not going to use those all at once, hopefully. But that would be a honeymoon.
Really? Is there a reason that you put all those in order like
no,
that?
that just kind of happened that way. Anyway.
Well, never filled out that gift registry.
Right. All right. I don't know how we're leaving the show today. Are we just going out with a stream?
Just saying goodbye.
Oh, okay.
We're just saying bye. But listen, anyway, please don't forget, if you would like to win the Saturday's Voyeur tickets for Sunday, or if you'd like to win one of the 10 pair of tickets for the Todd and Erin Psychic Fair on Saturday, all you have to do is like, comment, and share on today's show on Facebook. And you can do that either on the Todd and Erin Facebook page, or Get Out Daily, or Get Part Approved. Thank you so much.
Look at me. Oh!
Now,
We're so spiritual.
I am spiritual today. I'm not enlightened, though. I don't know anything. All right. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm just gonna-